It's a double-header day today. Kolkata Knight Riders are hosting Kings 11 from Punjab at the Eden Gardens, and Royal Challengers Bangalore are up against Delhi Daredevils at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Well, both teams have been on a high. Kolkata has played the most games in the tournament thus far, as many as 5, but they've also managed 3 spectacular wins. So they have done a great job with the kind of squad that they have, and also keeping in mind that there is no Mitchell Stark. They've been punching above their weight is what I feel. Kings 11 Punjab, they dropped 1 game, but they've also managed quite a few wins. They've defeated Delhi at home, CSK at home, and then SRH at home. So they've been very, very good. Kings 11 Punjab, when you look at both these sides, you say it's going to be a battle between 2 sides that have a quality bowling lineup. Second game of the day, that's between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Delhi Daredevils. Delhi has been under the pump. They haven't really hit the ground running. 3 losses out of the 4 games, and this is their last away game, so they would be expecting some change of fortune before they go back to Delhi. You look at Royal Challengers Bangalore, well, they've been below par as well. They've won 1 game, but then the rest, Mumbai, they were outplayed. They were outplayed by Kolkata Knight Riders not too long ago. Rajasthan Royals defeated them comprehensively as well. So 3 losses and only 1 victory in the 4 games. You would expect them to come good, come firing, and entertain the Chinnaswamy crowd, but this is going to be a big one. It's very difficult to look beyond Chris Gayle at the moment. He's played only 2 games. In fact, he said, you know, Viru, you've saved the IPL by picking me. Well, Viru always had slightly different plans, but that's for another day. 50 in the first innings, century in the second innings, and the things that's standing out for Chris Gayle is not the sixes that he hits. Of course, we know that he does, but he's batting differently. He's playing spin a lot better. He's playing closer to the body, and he's also playing quite a few balls along the ground, running quite a few singles and doubles. That's slightly out of character for someone like Chris Gayle. Maybe the guy is hurt and he wants to make a statement, and boy, he has made a statement. So Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers, watch out. Well, I'm going with AB de Villiers for this one game. He has failed on a couple of occasions. Last 2 games, he's actually gotten out to a ball that's been very, very short. 9 out of 10 times he would deposit that into the stands, but not on the last 2 occasions. Shreyas Gopal once, then a medium pace of Mitchell McClenaghan in the Wankhede Stadium. So you would expect now him to make amends, and you don't really want this team to look like a one-man army. It's not a Virat Kohli alone team. There are others, and AB de Villiers is one of their pillars. So Delhi Daredevils bowlers, and their bowling hasn't been that great. Watch out for this man. He might be on a mission. I'm going with Kuldeep Yadav for this one game. Kuldeep versus Chris Gayle. He will be bowling to him, and he will be taking the ball away from him. Chris, if it's in his range, it goes out of the park quite easily. That ground at the Eden Gardens is not that big. The pitch is fairly flat, and it's got good, decent bounce. That is something that I'm really looking forward to watch. Kuldeep Yadav, he'll always be flighting the ball, he'll always be turning the ball, he'll always be bowling the length that's going to encourage the batsman to play shots. If he has his day, I think Kings 11 Punjab, well, they'll be under the pump. I'm going with Trent Boult, the bowler from the Delhi Daredevils. He has the ability to bring the ball back into the right-handers. He will be bowling to Virat Kohli early doors, and if he manages to dismiss him, I think he'll break the back of Royal Challengers Bangalore's batting, and he will be bowling a fuller length. He will be bringing the ball back in. There is something in the Chinnaswamy pitch for the faster bowlers, not so much for the spinners, but faster bowlers. They do tend to get a bit more carry, a bit more bounce. Of course, the ball travels as well, and they get hammered very often. But Trent Boult is a different beast. You expect him to come good. You expect him to bowl those cutters also, and he will be bowling to a couple of Indian batsmen for sure. At the top, at the bottom, I think Trent Boult. Well, Delhi Daredevils, if they were to have a good day, Trent Boult must fire. I'm going with Sunil Narine as my trump card. He's been opening the batting, and when I look at Kings 11 Punjab's bowling lineup, yes, they've got mystery spinners. They've got a decent bowling lineup, but Mohit Sharma, Andrew Tye, Parinder Shrant, they're not the kind of pacers that will instill fear in Sunil Narayan's mind, and he has been a little more mature as well. If you were to look at the last innings that he played against the Rajasthan Royals, you would find that he's not just trying to muscle everything that's coming his way. Once in a while he also is showing some guile, and if he fires with the bat, I'm sure he does well with the ball anyway. He's had one off game in Jaipur, but that's not often that he ends up having off games, too many off games stitched together. And if he's bowling to Chris Gayle, well, if Chris Gayle were to be stopped, there is Kuldeep Yadav, there is Piyush, but then of course there is Sunil Narayan. So that is my trump card for the Kolkata Knight Riders and this game. In this segment, we should be looking at people who bring two skills to the table, not just unidimensional players who are just the batsmen or the bowlers. Look for an all-rounder, and when you look down the two team sheets, you won't find a better all-rounder than Chris Morris. He hasn't been at his best in the Vivo IPL thus far, but these things do change. He is a quality player. He was one who was retained. He missed a game because of a niggle, but now he's back, so you would expect him to come good. And Delhi Daredevils, their campaign has not gotten off the blocks yet, and they would want to change the fortunes, and that can happen courtesy Chris Morris. So Chris Morris is the trump card, and if he does well, Delhi fires. I'm going with Mujibur Rahman versus Robin Uthappa. And why Robin Uthappa? Because he's one guy who's read these mystery spinners a lot better than the rest. His performance against, or his batting against Rashid Khan has been exemplary. Rashid Khan is one mystery that a lot of batsmen have struggled to solve, but not Robin Uthappa. He has treated him as an offie. And with Mujib, he's got a couple of variations. He bowls that wonderful carom ball and a googly, and I'm expecting Robin Uthappa to read them well. If he's bowling a googly, it's going towards the mid wicket or the long on region, and if he's bowling that carom ball, I think he'll be good enough, he'll be alert enough to just tap it for a single and rotate strike. But that's one battle that should keep the entire watching public, the audience, on the edge of their seats. I'm looking forward to see how Umesh Yadav bowls to Jason Roy. Jason Roy was exceptional in the first innings that he played of the Vivo IPL. He was outstanding, defeated Mumbai Indians almost single-handedly at the Wankhede Stadium. Didn't really fire in the second game, but then you would expect him to come good, and this is the kind of battle that you look forward to watch. A quality Indian fast bowler, quality overseas batsman, and see how they lock horns. That's the beauty of the IPL. Those mini battles within the big war. Well, that's the mini battle that is keeping me intrigued. Umesh Yadav to Jason Roy. Well, this is going to be a tough one. In fact, that's what I'm saying with every prediction in this IPL. This is going to be a tough one. There's very little to choose between the two sides. Both teams are on form and are peaking right now. Captaincy, like for like, Dinesh has been good, but Ashwin has been exceptional. You look at the bowling departments, you'll find that KXIP has a little more going for them, just a little more going for them. I am going with Kings 11 from Punjab for this game against the Kolkata Knight Riders. Let's see what happens. Both teams are in the bottom half of this IPL table at this point in time. Equal number of games, equal number of losses. Very little to choose between the two, but when you look at the RCB team, you see Virat Kohli, you see AB de Villiers, you expect Quinton de Kock to do well, maybe Colin de Grandhomme coming in for Corey Anderson. They're bowling well at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. They've managed to do the job. Delhi Daredevils on the road, they haven't been good. They haven't really stitched together a victory. That's well, of course, they beat Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium, and they were good. That was a team effort. But that's been just 1 in 4. Well, again, it's very tough to pick. I am going with just my gut. There's no cricketing instinct involved in this. I'm going with RCB for this one over the Delhi Daredevils.